Hello everyone, my name is Jean Paul. I am a medical student. Today I'm going to talk to you or to present the anatomy, function and the common condition of the human brain. I'm going to start with anatomy first. Let's look at the anatomy of this organ. In this initial overview, we see the brain located in the side of the cranial cavity. The brain is protected by the skull and lining of the cranial cavity, including the falx and tentorium. It's very important to identify the meningeal layers. Let's take a look. It corresponds to the skull. We are going to start with the dura mater. This is the P arachnoid and this is the pia mater. These three layers provide a vital protective barrier. So then we have the cerebrum. This is the largest part of the brain. It's also divided into two hemispheres, respectively. Below the cerebrum, we can find the cerebellum. Also, if we look at the internal structure, we can see the brainstem, which includes the midbrain and the medulla. Finally, we can identify the lateral and third ventricles. You can see it right there, which are specified in the cerebrospinal fluid. So I'm going to talk you about the function. Now I will explain the functionality of the organ and how its structure relates to the function. The cerebrum is responsible to the high-level functions like thinking, memory, and voluntary movements. Because of this complex structure, it can process information from the whole body. And the cerebellum is very different because its main function to coordinate muscles, movements, and the maintain balance. Because of this complex structure, it can process sensory information from the whole body. The cerebellum is very different because it main function to the coordinate muscle movements, maintain balance. For example, this is what allows us to walk and move precisely, and also use this moment. The brainstem incline of the medulla is vital because it's control automatic function. This includes our breathing, our heart rate. This causes the body to stay alive without thinking about it. It's kind of sympathetic and parasympathetic system nervous. Parasympathetic in a type the body. Sympathetic is just look out. Parasympathetic, it's kinda chill out, bro. And finally, I want to talk to you about diseases. I want to discuss a specific condition, ischemia stroke. What is? A stroke is a medical emergency where the blood supply to the part of the brain is interrupted because this is related to the anatomy we talked before. Because of the brain cells start to die without oxygen. Respectively, the cause are usually a blood clot, they block an artery in the brain. These main symptoms include suddenly confusion, trouble of speaking, and numbness in the face of the arms. For the treatments, we usually use medication to dissolve the clot or perform surgery to restore blood flow. And in conclusion, the brain is a complex organ that controls everything we do. Understanding its anatomy and function helps to identify when something is wrong. And thank you for watching. This is my presentation. Have a nice day, and I want to see you again. Bye.